Zane.
Yes, Jeff.
You know what today is?
Today is Friday.
That's right, and today means it is.
Second pour.
And today we're gonna pour up a Brothers Bond Celebrity Bourbon.
Celebrity bourbon.
It doesn't say Celebrity Bourbon, but we know
Hey,
it's Celebrity
Brothers Bond.
Whiskey.
Hey, it's a little bit of a celebrity bourbon.
So I thought we'd try this today and give our 2 cents.
Our 2 cents. Because today we are not going to pretend to be anything than what we really are.
Which is like hobbyist.
Experts.
No, we're not experts. So Brothers Bond straight bourbon whiskey.
And experts right after this.
Welcome to Second Pour. My name is Jeff.
And I'm Zane.
Are you sure you're Zane? You're not Travis Tritt.
I'm not Travis Tritt. Again.
Earlier, if you're
I know
wondering,
there's some confusion.
Earlier this week, we were talking about how one of the commenters posted that they didn't know Travis Tritt did bourbon reviews.
Hey, whatever.
That's okay. Okay, enough of the Travis Tritt.
If the shoe fits.
Then
You can thank
play
me
it,
for
then
the
play it.
rebirth of the Eagles, because it was because of my getting them together again for a little video I did is what caused them to get together back, about like
Travis Tritt's
25
in the
years.
Eagles?
No, he got
Oh.
the Eagles back together again.
Travis Tritt did?
Yes.
You seem to know a lot more about Travis Tritt than you should know about Travis Tritt.
No, it's
when
because I
you're
know a
not
lot more about
Travis
the
Tritt.
Eagles.
So today we're going to drink Brothers Bond Bourbon.
Now, are you overly excited to drink this whiskey?
Well, yeah, this is from the guys from Vampire Diaries. This is like one of my favorite shows.
I mean, are you one of the multi-million people that view this on a reg?
To be honest, I had some millennials contact us and say, hey, you guys should try this Brothers Bourbon. These guys have their own bourbon. And I'm like, okay. I know nothing about Vampire Diaries. Ian Summonholder, I know that name.
Now, Vampire Diaries, I'll be honest, you know why I don't watch Vampire Diaries?
Because I'm not that age group.
I'm not the age group. I didn't even know it was a show. No, that's not true. That is totally not true.
That's not true. You knew it was a show.
I'm not a fan of that genre of vampire.
I
like
talked about
vampires.
this. We did an episode on vampires.
Yeah.
Remember, it was right here.
Yeah.
And we talked about how we like our vampires to be what?
Scary.
Badass vampires.
And badassery.
Not cute and sexy and
Yeah, I
Belong in
prefer
GQ ad.
the Blackula, the regular old school
Vampires, Dracula, right?
Those are my favorites.
Lost Boys. Those are vampires.
Now that is perfect. Next week we're gonna review the Lost Boy whiskey.
No, there's not one.
Oh
of those.
my God.
There might be a Frog Brother whiskey though. Actually, I think there is.
Oh. Now that actually.
See, this is why people fall prey to celebrity whiskey.
This is
Did
it.
you see
This
him?
is it.
He just went, whoa.
The Frog Brothers.
You
Now,
literally just had an orgasm behind the table.
You can't say orgasm.
We're gonna have to clean that up now.
You can't say that on national
I can
television.
say orgasm.
We're on the big TV now.
We're on
Broadcasting this one.
We're on YouTube.
Roll up the tape.
Not monetized. Roll up the tape. What year is this?
Adjust the tracking.
Wait, what year is this? Is 2022.
The Frog Brothers, I'm throwing it all back to the old school days.
So the Frog Brothers, that would be an interesting.
But that's
whiskey.
the same idea of why there's so much hype behind this whiskey.
That is true.
It's
and that's
something
true.
that these people have not only enjoyed in the movies, but they're connecting to.
They
and now
connect to the
something
characters, and the characters have brought something real out, and the actors have brought something
Yeah,
real out.
yeah.
There's no such thing as vampires. Y'all know that, right?
else. There are two, and
What?
Okay.
No.
Well-
So I think before we get started, we should talk about Brothers Bond.
Okay.
Right? Okay, so this is a 40% ABV, 80 proof.
Okay.
It's a 4-grain mash bill, so they're saying it's 65% corn, 22% rye, which makes it a high rye.
Yeah.
And then a wheat and barley mix, so we're guessing somewhere 13%. They don't say what the wheat and barley mix is.
Yeah.
It's aged a minimum of 4 years. It's distilled in Indiana. That's what it says on the back of the bottle. It's bottled by Brothers Bond Distilling Company in Fort Smith, Arkansas, which we're guessing then that this is an MGP product that they're sourcing, and it's being bottled by Pernod Ricard in Arkansas.
That's interesting. My old stomping grounds.
I know, so you should love this whiskey.
I should just kick my heels up for this.
So now that we've poured it up
Yes.
and we've allowed it to open up,
Open up.
I say we nose it up.
Was that too loud?
So now, to me, the nose is really pretty.
Yeah, you had said originally that it was
It's floral, right?
When you weren't supposed to be talking about it.
I know. I can't help myself. It's whiskey. I mean, you can't. We just fall prey to it.
Now I'm getting more of your typical caramely smell.
All right, I'm not getting a lot of caramel out of that.
Well, my nose may be broke.
COVID alert.
No, I can smell just fine. And there's also that there's still that oaky chalky thing that you get in a lot of whiskeys that I'm picking up.
Oaky chalky.
That
like char?
That chalky kind of, I don't know. I'm describing a thing.
A chalk.
A chalk.
Okay.
By the smell.
Okay.
But it's not bad. It's just what we get with a lot of those new barrel smells, I guess you'd say.
Okay, so let's say what they say the nose is. Let's see what they say the nose is.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, they say the nose is baked banana bread, ripe tree fruit, walnuts, orange honey, warm rye spice.
Oh, I can smell.
The banana bread is there.
Well, I think the walnut is what I'm calling kind of a chalky smell.
I think you're right. I think I can see that now that you're saying that.
Yeah.
Now I'm not getting the warm rye spice off the nose. This nose, I could just.
It's not burning.
I'm in there.
He's in there. He's all the way in.
I'm all the way. I'm dove in. I'm nosing this baby. Mm-hmm. I'm not getting the warm rye spice that they're saying. Now maybe the honey, but honey's one of those things that scent wise, it depends on the honey. Some honey's really bright.
Yeah.
And some honey's kind of just that dull.
I'm still getting like that sweetie caramel. So that may be what's it called.
It does smell sweet.
Yeah.
It does smell sweet. So I say we try how sweet it might be.
Let's do that.
All right, let's do this. The first thing I noticed
is that you can tell there's a higher rye content, and then that's it.
No, it's not there.
Well, it does go quick, but
super quick, right?
Except now I'm getting this vanilla aftertaste in the mid to back palate. That's lingering there for me, like a cake.
Okay, so now
like some kind of a
I can see that
vanilla cake,
like a pound cake.
Maybe.
The
vanilla cake with icing though.
You got icing?
Yeah, I'm definitely getting like that linger.
I'm still getting some of that floral linger. I'm still smelling the floral.
My taster might be broke too. I don't know.
I'm still getting some of the floral in the palate, but I'm not really. To be honest, I'm really not getting a whole lot palate-wise on this.
That's strange. No,
I get it. There's something there, but it's just so.
Well, it finishes quick, and then all of a sudden, I'm getting that linger cake thing going on. Try it again. Let's do it.
All right, one more time.
This is only fair.
One more time.
The rye up front.
Okay, I see the rye you're talking about. It's kind of like mid-palate rye.
Yeah, it's like the first sip, you get that spice.
Yeah.
But now that I've had a second big sip, it's even more diluted.
It's a little bigger now.
I'm going the opposite because it's not kicking me in the teeth.
I think maybe I was looking for it, so it's a little bigger for me now.
But then there's the cake. It's got a chewy finish. With
I see the cake you're talking about. I'm not getting the frosting part, but I can see the vanilla.
The vanilla
cakey.
cake. Yeah.
I can see that. Okay, so let's see what they say the palate should say.
Okay.
Toasted cereal grain, honeysuckle, dried fruit. Here's an interesting one. I'm not really getting that. Black tea and spice. The honeysuckle to me explains the floral notes that I was getting on the front end, and some of the floral I'm still getting on that.
Am I just wrong and that cakey flavor and icing is honeysuckle? No, it's cakey. It is. It's cakey.
Well, they said banana bread on the nose. That makes sense that some of that might be transferring into the palate.
But it's really strong. Like it's still lingering in my mouth right now.
Really?
That flavor.
The only thing that's still lingering, even you burp it like I just did, you get banana. But
you're right. God, that's weird.
What
was that?
You want to know what was weird? Wow. So.
Stop it. That was a one-time thing.
So yeah, I'm not getting a lot of a flavor explosion out of this. And I've told you this in between. This reminds me of Basil Hayden.
Yeah, I'm actually starting to like
it, right?
Like it, yeah.
And you love Basil Hayden.
I do, but it's like we're not ready to rate it yet.
No. Let's talk about the finish.
Yeah, we got to do this part.
Yeah. So what do you think on the finish? You're getting more finish than I am.
I'm saying this lingers. It's not what I would typically call a long finish.
No, it's a short finish.
It's a short finish, but I have this one flavor that is staying there. So
The
that in
cake.
itself is, yes, it's that cake, which is a longer finish.
So they say their finish is fresh cut oak. Okay, that's their finish. But here's the part I've never seen. Even posted the length of the finish at 1 minute and 30 seconds. So they've posted the finish time. And I'm like, I don't feel like it's 1 minute 30.
I feel like that's actually something that you could codify because, like I said, I still have it in my mouth, and it's been a while since that last sip. I think it's interesting. You know what the deal is it's when we first tried it, it was pretty
Nothing there.
I was done with it on that first try from Wednesday's video.
Yeah. But now you're kind of like.
But now since it's opened
been
up,
opened. It's been.
It's like
the oxygen is hitting.
I'm kind of actually liking this.
All
Yeah.
right. Well, the plus side, it's only $36.99, so it's not like it's a super overpriced whiskey to begin with.
Because of the finish, there for a second I thought the cake flavor might be on my fingers, but it's not. It's still in my mouth.
We haven't had
I'm
cake.
still getting that thing. That's crazy.
That's kind of cool. Okay. All right. So I say we have to rate this then.
All right.
I say, all right. So how does our rating system go?
Well, okay, it's based on the pouring system. So you pour it a 1 finger, 2 finger, all the way up to a 5 finger because you just gots to have all of it.
That's right. So you gots to have all of it. You gots to have all of it.
You have to have as much as possible.
Okay.
So I'll go first.
Oh, you want to go first?
I'm going to go first.
You go first then.
After deliberating
It was a
expertly, it took a while.
Long expert.
I actually am a fan. I think this is actually pretty tasty.
You're a fan of Vampire Diaries or a fan of their whiskey?
I think this whiskey's good. I think that the base whiskey itself and the finish make it a better than some.
Okay.
So I'll give it a 3 finger.
Wow.
I think it went for me from being like I don't want this at all.
Now I kind of want it.
Now I kind of like it.
Okay.
So and it's because that finish matured for me, and I don't know. I think it's pretty good.
I don't think this is a bad whiskey.
No.
So we don't drink bad whiskey, right?
No. There's no such thing.
No such thing. I don't think it's a great whiskey.
There is bad whiskey, actually.
There is bad whiskey. So now it's $36. In its price range, it's competing against some pretty heavy hitters.
Sure.
But it's also celebrity whiskey, which I know celebrity whiskey is intended to be very, I guess, friendly for everybody.
Sure.
So based on that, and based on what it is, I give it a 2.
A 2? I don't think that's a bad one.
And I give it a 2 because it's just a really quick finish. I'm not getting a whole lot of complication out of it. Not that I always have to have a lot of complication out of a whiskey, but it's a celebrity whiskey. It's not ass.
No, it's not.
It's good whiskey. I think if you went out and you're wanting to try new whiskeys, this is a good one to try. I think if it's a hot summer day, this is a good whiskey to drink on a hot summer day.
The thing is, I also look at a lot of whiskeys that we kind of rate lower. When we're rating them, we're also thinking about sipping whiskeys, right?
For sure.
And a lot of those lower ones, I'm still like, man, that makes for good cocktails.
Yeah.
Or something like that. I wouldn't mix this one for a cocktail.
No, I was going to say, I don't think I would mix this in a cocktail.
No, I still think
you would lose something.
I think this is still in that sipping class. That's why I don't feel like my 3 is not valid, whereas your 2 is still
I think
solid.
I think a 2 or 3 is still an excellent whiskey. I mean, we're still coming in at a 5.
Yeah.
So it's a good whiskey.
Yeah.
When we had whiskeys that came in at a half point last year.
Yeah, we actually no. I think that what they've done here is, for as new as this is, 4 year, of course, but into the market. It's 4 years because MGP did it. Come on, we know why it's 4 years.
It's MGP product, so you know it's going to be a decent high rye whiskey. I still don't feel the high rye, but I still feel like it's there. It's there. But I do stand what I say. I think it's a great summer sipping whiskey, like you're saying.
Yeah.
I think it's a sippable whiskey. I think if you're new to whiskey, or you're just really getting into whiskey and you're trying to find some stuff you like, this would probably be up a lot of new whiskey drinkers' alleys. Because what's people complain about when they drink whiskey? They're like, oh, it burns.
Yeah. Oh.
This is not there.
It burns.
It doesn't burn.
And if you're managing a a party or people over, right?
This is a good, everybody like whiskey.
You can pour it up.
Mhm.
You know to let it sit for a second before you let everybody get into it.
Let it open up.
Let it open up, and then I think they're going to enjoy it.
I think so. So what about you? Have you tried Brothers Bond? It's been out for a little while.
Yeah.
It's starting to really gain some ground and some interest. I know a lot of fans of Vampire Diaries is buying this whiskey. We thought we really probably need to go ahead and review it. It's a popular whiskey right now. And let's see what the craze is, right?
I like it. It's good.
I think it's all right. It's 2. So in the meantime, you guys be sure to like, share, and
Subscribe.
And catch us on Fridays when we do more second pours, or you can see some of our older second pours, as well as on Wednesdays now,
Yeah.
where we do Whiskey Pop, where we'll open up more and talk about whiskey in general.
And
pop culture. And all kinds of
as
great
things
stuff.
might be expunged from the face.
Expunged from the face.
That actually sounds like you're getting rid of it from the face.
Yeah, no.
I'm really confusing myself.
You are. It's the whiskey.
Anyway, thanks for watching, and until next time.
Hey, continue to be cool, and we will see you next week for another second pour, and Wednesday for Whiskey Pop.
Cheers.
Cheers.